Wendy Williams shades Nicki Minaj on her show. Wendy calls Nicki a washed up rapper. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Watch this clip and I'll come back with my opinion.
There's this soon-to-be washed-up rapper who can't keep my name out of its mouth. And I love it. I sit here like, okay, keep talking. Say some more.
So basically, Nicki Minaj was on her Queen radio show, I would say like last week, and she went on Wendy because Wendy Williams basically dragged her now husband, Kenneth Petty, on her show, reminding her audience that Kenneth is a alleged sex offender and that he has a criminal record.
Look, there are some naysayers who say, why did you marry this guy, Kenneth Petty? So she's Nicki Minaj Petty. Well, she announced the news on her Instagram last night by showing the Mr. and Mrs. mugs and the bride and groom hat. So we are to assume she's married. But I understand why she married him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she's known by all the world at this particular point in her life. She's the biggest thing going. And sometimes when you're the biggest thing going, you want to have a safety blanket, a comfort zone, and that would be somebody that you grew up with. You know, he maybe wasn't your boyfriend back then. Maybe you just had rock fights and stuff. You know how we get started, girls. I used to love to have rock fights with the boys. Because although I'm not a tomboy, I used to like to hang around with the boys because that's how you get to know the boys, you know. So maybe he was like her rock fight partner or something like that. But I think that she probably will start a family right away. And can you imagine a burgeoning belly with these burgeoning hips? I mean, the plastic of it all, you know what I mean? And she's gonna have a big belly, and she's short, and she's got the boobs and the hips. And I don't know what he does for a living. I just know that he did time in jail for, he's a sex offender. Well, she's no stranger to that, because her in jail for
sex offending.
For sex offending. Well, first-degree manslaughter. Now, he served 7 years in prison, and he's also a sex offender. So that means that is a manslaughter a killer? That's okay, so he's a killer and a sex offender. Well, Nicki, congratulations.
Nicki Minaj did not like that, and she went in on Wendy on her Queen radio show, going after her personal life.
We always mention people's past, and that's not what God does, Mr. Wendy P. Williams. I mean Pendy. Pendy Prince on. Let me eat my I ain't cursing today, but I'm gonna eat my mother pickle for a second, because I got something to say. Good. God already told us that he placed our sins into the sea of forgetfulness. So how can you remember something that God already forgot? How can you blast a bunch of rappers and interview a bunch of rappers that all they do is talk about shooting and killing, then continue to mention somebody that actually did that, who served their time and paid their debts to society? But that's why Kevin was on that island chilling, and I can't. Kevin said, wait a minute, I'm about to have my baby. He called you and was like, well, hold on. Bitch, I can't come to that episode. My bitch giving birth. My real bitch giving birth, child. You see? I can't. When you announce my husband, P, there's no need for you to mention his past. Because these rappers is rapping about shooting and killing every day. These rappers is out here every day talking about guns they ain't never held, guns they ain't never bust. Okay? Tasha K is coming up next week, as well as T.S. Madison, who everybody knows that's my baby. T.S. Madison is going to be here. And we got a full show. It's next week. I had to give a little sneak peek today. Pendi Pinson? I'm done. I'm done. Do you mention Gucci Man's body every time you mention him? Or when you discussing his wife, do you mention his man down, his charge? 3 times in a row, doing a show, acting like she fucking stuttering John. Talk about, is it manslaughter? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does manslaughter? Does it mean that you actually killed somebody? Does it mean that you Bitch, where was you at when Kevin had his dick knee deep in that punani? And it's not about you doing your job. There are people who report the news, and there are people who do it with an evil intent in their heart, viciousness. And I pray for you because I know you're hurting, and I know you must be sick and humiliated. Okay? I pray for you. Because I let it go when you had to tell the audience, whatever he had to do time for. I let it go. But every time you mention him, you feel the need to bring him up. You feel the need to bring these things up, as well as something that he was wrongfully accused of doing when he was 15 years old, all because he didn't have $7,000 to get himself bailed out. Because when you in the hood at 15, you don't have that kind of money, neither does your family. And when the alleged accuser wrote a letter to the judge asking to recant these statements, she was told that she would go to jail for 90 days, allegedly, if she recants the statement. But white is right. But I didn't know that in our society, you have to be plagued by your past. I didn't know that people can't turn over a new leaf. I didn't know that your viciousness and evilness was this deep-rooted, this deep-seated. But I understand why now. When a woman isn't really being loved at home, the viciousness is a different type. So I really wanted to pray for you.
So Wendy Williams is fazed by it, I'm assuming, considering that she brought it up on her show. And you know what? Like, to be honest with you guys, I'm on Wendy's side when it comes to Nicki Minaj being with somebody who's an alleged sex offender. And according to sources, he was 16 and the girl was 15, and from what I read, he forced the girl into having sex with him. So, allegedly. And to me, at 16, from right and wrong. And me personally, I would want to be with somebody who's done that in the past. Yes, Nicki Minaj, you can change. And like she mentioned that, people can change. They can start a new quote unquote leaf in their life. And yeah, people can change. But I don't think I would accept that. And to me, Nicki Minaj is very successful. She's very famous. She has all this money. And I personally see she can do better. But as the saying goes, when you are from the projects, when you are from the hood, that doesn't mean the hood mentality leaves you. That doesn't mean the hood lifestyle leaves you. That doesn't mean the hood attraction leaves you. She's attracted to a bad boy, and that's just her thing. And I'm not surprised. That's just how it is. That's just how it is in the urban community. A lot of people, they want to go back to their roots and be with somebody who identifies where they come from. And another thing, I'm not surprised because her, brother, allegedly Jelani, had a thing. I believe, was it? I'm not sure if it was a stepdaughter or something, but anyways, he is also an alleged sex offender. So I personally don't give a damn. I really don't care about the story. I know a lot of you do care about the story. I personally just feel that, these are two successful black women, and me personally, I don't understand why people within the same freaking color are going at it one another when there's people that own the freaking country, the white America, and it's already hard for us to get jobs. It's already hard for us to be successful. We got to put in the work plus more work to get up there. So why the hell are two black women just going at it with each other when we could just all be peace-minded and be peaceful? Nicki Minaj can go on Wendy. Wendy could go on Nicki. They can support one another. Yeah, okay, she's with somebody, but he's done time. Like, he's done his time, and he's done. Me personally, I don't give a damn if you've done your time or not. I'm still not going to be with somebody like that because, I know the hood and the projects, and basically I'm adapted to that, but I want something better for myself. I don't want to be with someone that has that type of record because I want somebody that is is on my level and more. Like, I want to be somebody. I want to be with someone that can uplift me, that can make me feel like I'm smart, that can teach me things. Not to say that Kenneth Petty can't do that for Nicki Minaj, but at the same time, I want to be with somebody that is responsible, that that doesn't feel like they're above the law, that they can feel they can do things and take advantage of people and they won't suffer repercussions from it, and someone just that basically just is a abiding citizen, and I don't feel that Kenneth Petty was that. I mean, he can change, yeah, but that's just how I feel. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Deuces! Yeah!